Hello from GNature.com. This is Mark Josie. Today I want to talk about can pellet guns, and especially limited to 4.5mm or .177 caliber CO2 pellet guns. Can they be used for self-defense? Now, again, I want to say this again and again and again. This video is not about what is good for self-defense, okay? So don't come to me and comment like, oh, a 9mm or a firearm, a shotgun is better, okay? We are not talking about anything else but these CO2 .177 caliber pellet guns. So I'm answering the question because a lot of people are curious what these guns can do, and if in the world, okay, nothing is left and only these guns are available, what can you do with these guns and which will you choose? What is the best choice? Just like my other video saying 4.5mm BB guns. So it's not the best option for sure, because I must say that these guns cannot take down a person really quickly, but also it can really do some damage if you shoot the right spot. And do not comment saying that, oh, I would rather take a knife, I will rather take a club. Okay, those are bullshit. You come to this video, you see the title, you know what the title is about. If you don't like it, go away and watch something else, okay? This is just talking about pellet guns, and especially CO2 .177 caliber CO2 pellet guns. Okay, so now we know what we're dealing with, okay? So we'll move on to the subject. And also a disclaimer here, I'm not telling anyone to use pellet gun for self-defense. Especially for Canada, if you use a pellet gun for self-defense, you may end up being charged by saying like you murdered someone or you injured someone, assault, whatever, with a replica firearm, and it will cost you jail time and stuff like that. But anyway, and so it is the same case of a real firearm too. If you kill someone with a firearm, you will also run into a chance of end up in the jail. But who cares, right? Like right now, we're not talking about the law. We're talking about purely studying and for educational purpose to tell you guys about some interesting fact that you may not know or even thought of with the pellet guns. So again, this is not about like talking about law and what you should use and stuff like that, okay? It's just for educational purpose. You listen to the video, open your mind up, and you will think differently, and maybe something that will catch your attention, okay? So here we go. Let's start the subject today. Okay, guys, so there are many CO2 pellet guns outside, and I'm not talking about PCP guns or like high big calibers kind of stuff, okay? Only .177 caliber CO2. So first thing you want to avoid is single shot. Single shot may be powerful, but they are not useful. Like the Crossman 2240 or this Benjamin EB20, these are powerful guns. They can fire like 400 something FPS with 1.22 caliber. But because it's .22 caliber, it's out of question, and also because it's single shot, you have no way to use it for self-defense. For self-defense, you need more than one shot, because you will for sure miss your target. Now, some people, I mean, not some people, but I saw online on YouTube that a guy at another channel was using the Gammo PT 85 and PT 25 for the test, saying that, oh, pellet gun, the damage they can do, etc. So they use this for example. And here is what I want to say. Rule number 2, no blowback. You want to use the pellet gun for self-defense, you don't want blowback. Why? Because who the hell cares about blowback, okay? If the gun is a blowback air pistol, it needs to use more air for the blowback action like this. Okay, for the slide to move, it will consume air for sure. Okay, so that means it will neither, okay, consume air and make your shot less powerful for that, or it will use more air at once so that your shot can remain as powerful and also blow back the slide. That means your CO2 will go out really quickly. One of these Gammo PT85, you can only have like 4 magazines of shots, so not a lot of shots too. And Also, one thing to know is that these things are not so powerful because they are blowback, and if you chrono them, they only go like 3 something with a normal pellet, not those lightweight or PBA pellet, but with normal pellet. These things can only fire to 3 something FPS, and if you shoot fast, like bang 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 bang, like that, 8 shot, okay, your last shot or from the third shot and on, it will drop really quickly all the way down. And by the way, if you finish one side, okay, and you're good, you change the mag to the other side, okay, and then you plug it in and you keep shooting, okay, this round of 8 shot will be at the low 300 range. I'll test it out in another chrono video, but this time I'll just like show you and tell you because I have experience in chrono these guns. So if you actually shoot very fast on the 9th shot and on, you'll be shooting at the low 300s. And it will be like really bad. So it takes some time for the air to CO2 to warm up again, and then when you reload and put your ammo in, and then it gives time for the CO2 to reset the pressure, and then it gets powerful again. So that is not practical for self-defense. The power is not consistent, and it consumes your gas for something that you don't need for self-defense. Okay, here is one choice that I really do like, but there's a disadvantage. The Crossman revolvers, 357 or the Vigilant, whatever you call that. I don't know how to say this word. Vigilant, okay. This revolver is really good for self-defense because of one reason. It's powerful and you get a lot of shots. See, 10 rounds of pellets and instead of the 8 rounds. So this is one big advantage. And the disadvantage is the reloading. Because the reloading here, you need to click, press hard, break apart, put the mag, and then put a new mag in. And also, your new mag cannot just be like toss it in. You need to put it in the right spot where the hole is, and then snap it back and point. Okay, let me show you an example. These 8 rounds, or even the Umarex 8 rounds, they are very fast to reload. Okay, here I have a Walther PPQ, just for show. Okay, so if I want to reload these things, okay, all you need to do is look at it. You have the mag here. Okay, the mag. Pop. You put the other thing. Oops. Bad demo. Let's do it again, okay? So I have one here, okay? You can shoot while the other hand is taking this and taking full control of the magazine. Flick, and then now you can put the other mag in. See? So it's faster that way. Whereas this one, okay, you need to have both hands on to go like that. Maybe you can just flick away and then take like that. So it's kind of slower and not so practical. Okay? So what are we left with? Actually, what can we use? Instead of the stick mag from the PX4 Storm kind of thing. Oh, by the way, the Beretta PX4 Storm, they are better and more powerful than the Gammo PT series. PT25, PT85. The also one thing is the Beretta have a slimmer grip compared to this one. The grip is slim and this one is bulky. You see, it's a bit thicker. Okay, and also the Beretta. Okay, the Beretta uses different magazine, but it's the same concept, 2 ends. Okay, and also to shove the magazine into the Beretta PX4 Storm, it's much easier than shoving it into the Gammo PT25. So if you have no choice, this is actually better than a Gammo. You see, right here, the hole. Okay, look at this. It's very clear that you just need to shove it in here and it will go in, right? It's very clear. This one, no. Okay, because there's a gap here. You see, there's a gap here. You can end up shoving this thing in and jamming into the other spot instead of the original spot. And now you really need to fiddle around. And then right here, when you want to push it in, you need to have your finger go inside the frame like that. So it's not good. Okay, what we're left with right now, okay, is the 8-round magazine. And of course, we said already, you don't want a single shot, right? So you need 8-round magazine. There are 2 types of magazine in the 8 rounds. There are the Umarex type, which is metal, and they're very nice. And there's also the Craftsman T4 magazine. They're alike, but they're plastic. I would not choose Craftsman T4 because Craftsman T4, they are the FPS is not so high, and also the magazine, they're fragile and not really that durable. These are at least metal, that they hold the BBs, I mean they hold the pellets very well. So I'll put these into a pouch like right here. Okay, this is the mag pouch. You can put pellets in here or whatever you like. Right here you see I got a bunch of mags and stuff. So yeah, just for the demo purpose, you know. And here is snapped onto the belt. Okay, so you basically just snap this on any belt and it will hold here in place. Okay, right here. Okay, so on the other side I have a holster. Any cheap Craftsman holster will work. Now the 8-shot are one of the best choice you can use. But then one thing is, not all 8-shot shooters from Umarex are the same power level, and also some are designed better than the others. This is what you want to avoid. No, not this one. Sorry. What's it? Okay, here we go. This one, Walther PPQ, is what you want to avoid. Walther PPQ. It looks very nice, very tactical kind of looking with the yellow dot. Okay, pops open just like the other one. These are what you want to avoid. Try to see their power on a Crony test. Okay, these things are very low power. They fire about 320-ish FPS only, and will not give you a lot of power. Okay, so these things are why, first of all, why are they inventing these guns that are so weak? Well, it's not that they're weak, it's just that you get more shots per CO2, and it's actually fun to shoot if you're just a target shooter, right? Like, because Umarex invented these guns for people to play with paper target, cans and stuff like that, right? So you don't need a lot of power to shoot cans and bottles and paper. So with these guns, okay, it doesn't need a lot of power, and you need more shots per CO2, because then people will complain, why my pistol is only getting like 24 shots out of one CO2 cartridge? That's just like dumping money into the sea. So they invented it in a way that controls the CO2 output to a certain level, that it gives you more shots per fill and prevent the CO2 from cooling too fast. Now, these things also have a problem. Look at this. This is supposed to go apart like this, and this is where you put the CO2, inside the grip right here. And then after you screw it down, you just close everything, okay? Now, that's the problem. CO2 inside the gun, meaning that if you're out of CO2, but you still have pellets or clips or whatever we call that, mag, okay? Then that's the problem. You don't have gas. What do? Take the gun, screw, put it here, screw. That is very, very slow, and especially if you've just found a place to hide somewhere and then you need to reload, you know, just imagine, right, in a gunfight kind of situation. So that's not possible for you to unscrew and screw. That is very silly. So it's not good. It's no backup options, right? So you only have maybe one CO2 give you like 8 max of weak shots, and it's not really powerful. Okay, so not a good choice. The other ones, some are very realistic looking, but they're heavy. Okay, let me see if I can find it in the shelf here. Oh crap! I put it somewhere inside the shelf, but anyway, you know those Colt Government 1911, Beretta 92 FS, that kind of stuff. They are very high quality, as in they use blue steel. They are heavy. They feel very real in hand because of the weight, but then they're not good for self-defense. Why? They don't have consistent FPS output. Those things, if you fire in a single action mode, it will fail on you because it will keep getting lower and lower and lower by a very big amount. And if you actually do cloning tests, you'll be shocked because those things are not consistent. And they are the older design by Umrex, so it's possible that their design did not improve so much over the year because they don't spend the time on those, and so it's not a good choice. And also the weight of those pistols are too heavy, just like the Smith & Wesson 586. They're not so good for the choice because they're too heavy, and you don't want things to be too heavy. Okay, so we kicked out the Umrex PPQ, and okay, so this is one choice I really like. This is the HNK P30, and what I like about this, and also another one, this is not the best one though. Okay, this one actually feel very good in hand as I reviewed. It's very nice weight distribution, so very well balanced. You don't feel the gun is tipping over here or here. Also, when you pop it open, same mechanism goes there. 8-shot mag, which is what we want. And the power, okay, as we tested, it's really good. It stayed around the high 300s to the 400 FPS range, which is very nice. Now, what if you run out of CO2? This thing is like this. See? The CO2 is stored inside the magazine. You can also use steel BBs with this thing. Okay, so it gives you a double option, which is very nice. And by chance, if your gun is leaking, it means that your mag is leaking. You only need to change the mag. So now you change the mag, shove it in, and you're good to go again. So you can also, buy 2 spare mags, and in case, your air is out, you can also reload a spare mag in, and you're good to go again. So that's really good because you can actually cycle between CO2 while you're shooting. And for the self-defense kind of thing, okay, this is really good. You can have 2 mags, okay, and then if you're in the mood or in the state to hide or whatever, you can change a new mag for fresh CO2, more powerful shot, and you're good to go again. Just stock up a bunch of mags right here on the belt, so you can just go flick, and then you can change mag. See? Very, very nice. Now, my ultimate candidate here is what I picked today. It's this one. Walther CP99. It's actually very powerful. You can also use the CPS. It's almost the same thing, but with a plastic slide. I don't have the CPS though. I have the Nighthawk, which is the beefed up version. The Nighthawk, the version with all the rails, and it has a tactical kind of thing, red dot sight, flashlight, and then you can put your own laser. There's a smoke suppressor and all that, so it looks really cool. Anyway, it's the same gun. Okay, it's really the same gun, but the CP99 is the one with metal rail. Okay, I mean metal slide, and the other one is plastic. So the internals and the power is about the same. And it's extremely, extremely, extremely accurate. I can shoot from 20 feet with this thing, with the laser on. It will punch hole to hole. It's very accurate. And also the same kind of construction, you see, pop it open, put another one in, there you go. Very, very nice design. And also one thing to know is the CP99, okay, I don't think the other one can. No, it cannot lay it. The Nighthawk and CPS cannot. CP99, you can go like this. What it does is, this is the single shot. You see the trigger? It went backward. It gives you a lighter pull because it racked the hammer back. See? You see that? Now the trigger pull is much lighter. Whereas you can go double action, single action. It gives you, like, if you really have the time, you can cock it first, and then when things happen, boom! You see, right away. Instead of having a long trigger pull, okay? So it's really cool. And one thing is you have the decock button too. In case you're in a safe position, okay, you want to decock the gun, sure. Press this button all the way down, and then it will decock the gun without firing it. Really nice. And one thing here, look. CO2 in the magazine, same idea, but it doesn't hold BBs. Same idea. Okay, you can change your mag anytime. Just have like, you can buy spare mags with for this gun, but I cannot find spare mag for the HKP30, and that is why I choose this gun more. For any average show, without contacting Umarex, you cannot get a spare mag for the P30. So you can get a spare mag for this one. So basically, okay, just a fun kind of simulation or whatever you call that, case study, whatever you call that, okay? So in case you're in a self-defense situation, you can always grab this, point, you can point and pull the trigger and shoot, or you can actually, okay, grab, cock, and shoot, and then if you shoot like 8 rounds or 7 rounds, reserve 1, and then you have the other one right here from the belt, flick open like this, put the other one in, snap it back, you're good to go. In case your CO2 runs out, just eject, have the other mag right here, you're good to go. Wow, very tactical, practical kind of style. And it's actually really powerful too. It gives you shots about like the high 380s, and then it will go to 400, and then it will stay around 380s for a while. So that's about like 2 foot-pounds or so, and that's the power of the gun. It's really nice. And besides that, I cannot find any CO2 .177 caliber pellet gun that actually do fire as powerful as this one, and also as accurate as this one. And also, if you like, okay, if you don't have to use this holster, you can use this. This is a snap-on laser. You can actually use it like this. Look, snap-on laser. Just snap on. No screws, no Allen keys, no nothing. Just snap it on and it will work. A laser. How cool. Okay. And then you can pull and pull it off. Wow. Nice, eh? So no wonder this is one of my favorite. Really like this gun. Okay, so beside that, okay, I cannot find any gun that is as good as this one for the job. So one thing here now, we are not shooting steel BBs though. Steel BBs, okay, just a minute. Let me take my belt off. Steel BBs are the same. 5.1 to 5.4 grains, and that's it, right? For pellets, you have a lot of choices. What kind of pellet will you use for self-defense? Now, that's a big question. Not all pellet works with these round magazines. Clips, okay? Umarex clips. Not everything works for these. Some pellets will be too tall and it will stick out, that little pointy thing will stick out from the front and it will jam your mag. Some pellets, they're too tight. Some are too loose. Some are not good, okay, whatever. So not everything is good to feed with these guns. You cannot just pick up a pellet, can of pellet and expect it to do damage, okay? Now, what do you want to do in self-defense? Do you want to have the pellet penetrate, or do you want the pellet to give the person impact? Meaning that, okay, you want it to give them pain, or you want the thing to stick into their body? If you want the thing to stick it through, like penetrate, okay, you will need something that actually do penetrate, but it will not give you as much impact. For impact, you need a bigger surface and heavier pellets. Now, the thing is, if the pellet's too heavy, your gun cannot fire it. And if it's too heavy, the FPS will drop too much and it will turn out that it's going to weaken your gun. So, here we go. What do you choose? Wad cutter, pointed, what? Okay? The ultimate choice for penetration, you want this. Let me show you. Skenco Type 2 Blue Arrow. They are 6.4 grains, just a little bit over the BBs. You can actually see it here. Did they say the weight? Whoops, no weight here. But I weighted them. They're 6.4 grains each. Okay? about 6.4, and that's how it looks like. Okay, that's how it looks like. It's pointy with a plastic skirt, and when this thing shoots into something hard, the blue part, the plastic, fall apart, and the metal part inside will keep going for a while. So it's like bang, and then they split, and then the head keeps traveling. This thing penetrates the best because the metal they use for the tip is stronger than lead. Lead is very soft, you can bend it, you can squish it. But these are made with alloy composed of whatever, I don't know, lead free, right? So it's harder and it will penetrate much better. If you guys actually buy these, you can see the difference. Shooting a lead pointed pellet at a tin can and shooting these Scanco Type 2 at a tin can, this one will go through both sides. The pointed pellet with lead will only dent the first side or maybe go through the first side at max. So you see, that's a big problem with pellets. You have to choose the right pellet for whatever you want to do. Okay, for penetration, for sure that the pellet will not penetrate bones. Okay, that is for sure. Your pellet cannot penetrate bones. Okay, but the pellet can penetrate through meat, clothing, some other parts like that. So if the pellets are shot right here, okay, the blue skirt may stuck at the spot where the flesh surface level, and then the other pointy thing will go inside the body and leave it inside. It can be a very bad source for infection. It can also break some tissue, tendon, whatever inside, and blood vessel, whatever inside, and will cause serious internal bleeding. And it will require surgery removal too. So it's very scary. So as a comparison, where's my pellet? Okay. As a comparison to a round ball, for example, like these, okay, it will most likely hit and bounce out or hit and stuck at the surface. So the pellet actually do penetrate and leave some permanent stuff inside the body of the receiving end. Now using lead pellet, wad cutters, okay, the flat head, those will give the most impact because it's like a stick ramming into someone, not a pin poking into someone. Okay, for example, I have this circular surface hitting the palm, bang. Big surface hit the palm, that's impact because of the weight crashing into it. If you want to penetrate the palm, easy, use something pointed. The more narrow it is, okay, the faster it is to penetrate. If this thing, the pointy thing, is a needle, it will penetrate faster. That means the smaller the pointy thing, the smaller it is, the easier it is to penetrate, right? So for wad cutters, they are good for impact. And where do you want impact? Not on the muscles. Okay, muscles can take impact. For example, you can have someone punch you, and you go, ooh, no problem, right? So the belly impacts, no problem. Ooh, okay. The back, ooh, you hit my back, that hurt, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so that kind of impact doesn't matter. Like, you don't need impact for these big spots. And there are also people who used pellet guns with wad cutters to shoot other, like their friends at the back and stuff. The pellet can stuck inside or even bounce. It gives them some pain, but it will not stop a bad guy. Okay, so that's not good choice. Avoid wad cutters. And pointed pellets, lead pellets, they will penetrate better than wad cutters, but they will not go very far because they are they're lead. They will deform and stuck inside. And here you go, lead. Okay, it's not good with blood and flesh. It will have toxic stuff, and that's why you say there's lead poison. So if lead actually goes into the meat for too long and you don't pick it out, it will contaminate and have infection. So you need to remove that pellet out if it's inside the skin. So if the pellet goes in, right here, goes in, and it was stuck in like 1 inch or 2 inch inside this flesh, you cannot really just use your hand and go, ooh, okay, it won't happen. You need to have someone do surgery removal to get that pellet out. And that pellet is that stayed inside. If you don't treat it, okay, the lead may contaminate into your blood and stuff, and it will cause serious problems. So that's one way of having a slow death. It's really bad. And I also seen people on YouTube being shot by an air rifle by accident, and the air rifle shot right into the bone, right here, the shin, and it's stuck there, and the skin around it, the muscles around it actually start to crack and get dried, and it start to go dead. So it's really, really bad, and I'm sure that the pellet will go into the skin no problem, and it's really painful, and the blood is really squirting out. So yeah, really scary. Now here's a few story I heard online from my friends and also from other people that I talked to who actually experienced these accidents or incidents with pellet guns and being shot by pellet guns. Here's one. Okay, one guy. Okay, not specifically saying which gun. One guy said, okay, they used a pellet gun, boom, someone's face, and the pellet goes into the eyes, and the eyes is gone. One shot, the eyes is gone. And the guy actually go down the ground right away. It's really bad. So you say it cannot stop intruders? I don't think so. Okay, another one is, I just heard it from a commenter. He said, wow, me and my friend got shot with kids holding BB guns, like 4.5mm steel BB guns, shooting them up close, just ran by, shoot and run. The BBs actually penetrate into the throat and needs surgery removal, and it's very painful. The other guy got shot into the eyes, and the eyes is blind forever. So who say these things cannot harm? Okay, I know you guys, like some people may have firearms and then they underestimate the power of pellet gun and BB gun. They always do, because they're used to the big calibers, big bang, big damage, big holes. Okay, they know firearm can kill. Who doesn't know, right? But you must also take into consideration that all the manuals or all the manuals will say these things are not toys. They must be used with proper gun safety. Okay, you see? Walther PPQ, not a toy. Okay guys, you see? Even they put it on the gun. This is not a toy. Okay? Pellet guns shooting at about 400 FPS or so can be used for hunting small games. No joke. I actually tried shooting like hunting small games before, and using a not so powerful kind of rifle, and shot from like 50 feet or so. It actually went into the squirrel and dropped it right away, and it's really scary because like if you imagine that kind of power, it can drop a squirrel. Okay? Even though it cannot kill a human, it will do a lot of pain and damage to the human being, and I don't want to be shot with it, right? So in a self-defense kind of situation, self-defense, okay? So, okay, well, anyway, we'll take this gun for example, okay? If we have 8 shots, okay, you want to aim at a comfortable distance that the gun can fire and also do the most damage. I would say for these guns, 20 feet to 25 feet is a good distance. Anything over 25 feet, the thing is, even you point and shoot, it may not even land on the guy's head. So practice should be done, of course. Something the size of a head. Okay? If you can hit in all the shot inside a circle like that big, okay, within 25 feet, your gun is very lethal. Because you can always, okay, draw the gun, aim at the guy's head, and then empty all 8 shots right here, or worse, 1 here, okay, and the guy should be down already. I mean, who wants to just keep going forward for more shots, right? So I would say, using a pattern kind of shot, I would do this. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, I have 3 shots left. See? Bang, bang, 1, 2. Bang, 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 3 shots. Okay, 1, 2 is to alert the guy to know, like they have to take time to know, oh shit, I got shot, like that, right? Even with pepper balls, like pepper balls, like with a paintball gun, okay? It's shot, boom, and then a lot of pepper comes out, pepper powder. Those are for police and stuff to use for riot control. And even those, okay, people got shot by those, they don't just got shot and they go, oh, down. It takes them 2 seconds or so to realize they got shot. And then they go, oh, poo, shit. Okay, like that. So I would put 2 shots, okay, 1 have to be in, 1 is the bonus, meaning that it's a backup. Like, if it doesn't get in, what do you do, right? So you need 2 shots, 1 for backup. So, boom, boom. And then the guy, alert, they go, oh, shit, I got shot. Like, inside the mind, okay? And then you go 3 shot, boom, 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 3 shot, okay? The 3 shots are all aiming here to give, to do more damage. While they're in panic, you give them more shots, and they should neither run away or drop down because it's so painful, and they freak out because you have a gun. It doesn't matter if it's not a real gun because it hurt, and it should land into the face. Anywhere here is sensitive. The eyes, mouth, nose, anywhere. The pellet will penetrate through it and stick inside. People will freak out when they see blood or feel pain, not when they hear a loud bang, okay? And then you have 3 shots. The 3 shots are left for you to use for if they come forward, or you want to walk away while you have 3 shots inside the gun. And then you can take another mag here, okay, pop it open when you need to reload, okay, speed reloading is really important. And you need to practice speed reloading like this. 1 hand operate the slide, toss out the mag, put another one in, like that, okay? So that's what I would say, like what I would do in a self-defense situation if there's no other choice but a pellet gun, and it's also lawful to do so, whatever, okay? So this is just like for you to inspire trigger ideas inside the brain to think about. It's fun to think about, right? So not saying that this is the best option, but you know, if we only have pellet guns, what do you do? That's what I would do. And for the pellet choice, I would use Skanko Type 2 mixed mixed with the cheapest pellet you can find. Not the cheapest, but really cheap pellet right here. Let me take the pellet out. Okay, this is the Crossman Premier pellet. They are pointed and they're dirty. I don't know how to show you this, but okay, they're like a mushroom. They're pointed and they're dirty. They're full of lead, and if you handle them to reload, your hand will get all black. That's good because it's full of lead, great for poisoning, and it's nasty. And also they're cheap. You can buy a box like this with 1,250 rounds, and you can use it for target shooting, whatever. It's cheap. And also one thing is you want to have penetration and that. Okay, so I would just load half the mag with the Skanko Type 2, half the mag with this one, or maybe I'll go Skanko Type 2 pointed, Skanko Type 2 pointed, like that, and then interchange, you know, have a mix of both. And then when I use the pellet, okay, I can use 1 shot for penetration, and then the next one is impact and penetration, you know, that kind of thing. So mixing pellet also works. And I will avoid things like PBA pellets, like these Gamble Raptor. Okay, the gold pellet. I will avoid these because they are often made too tight, and they don't have any lead coating on top, meaning that, okay, the lead is actually good because the lead coating is a natural kind of loop for the gun's barrel, and so when it flies very smoothly and it's good. But that one, okay, it can stuck in the barrel because it's too big or too snugly fit, and it would jam your gun. So I will not use PBA pellet. They're very bad. At least not good for the repeater kind of style. And Gammo actually, sometimes they use the PBA pellet for their testing, but in my experience, I use their gold color Gammo PBA. In things like the Gammo PT 85, it was stuck, so not good. So yeah, talking about the opponent, the receiving end. What if he got shot, right? Everything goes into the face, okay? Right now, everything goes in here. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about like what if you miss, okay? Because you can have anything like what if, right? But what if everything goes into the face, okay? So if it doesn't go into the face, you do more target shooting. You need to aim better. Anyway, so if everything goes into the face, Skanko Type 2, they can definitely take your eyes out right away. Okay? If Skanko Type 2 goes in here, it's going to really do some good damage. It may bounce, but it's going to for sure crack something. Okay, if it goes here, that's nasty. It will go in here, and the other pointy part will go inside the mouth, and then maybe even touch your tongue or crack your teeth or something like that. It will definitely hurt. Teeth are very sensitive. You see, if you use a hammer to go like that, tap your teeth, it hurt a lot because all the nerve and stuff is here. If you shoot right here, it goes into the gum or the teeth, the roots of the teeth, it will hurt like hell, okay? If it goes right here, these deadly spot, it will kill. I mean, knock you out or something. If it points to the ear, it still hurt a lot too, so forget it. Lead pellet may not penetrate as much, so the lead pellet will, if you shoot here, it may go inside and stuck in between the face and the teeth. And it will for sure put some impact on the teeth and the gum as well, and it's gonna hurt. If you put here, okay, it may even break the bones, the soft bones and stuff. If you point pellets go into the eyes is gone for sure. One shot, it's gone. Now you're saying, what if the guy wear glasses? Oh, no worry, it's not shooting glasses. Like, it's not shooter's glasses. They're not pellet proof. Like, you can shoot through it. If it's glasses like this, normal glasses, one pellet here, it will shatter the glass, and the glass will go into the eyes, and it will also make them blind. If the lead pellet, pointed pellet goes here, it may stuck inside the skin halfway because it's not enough to penetrate the skull, but it will also hurt like hell because the impact then all stop on the spot and give you a lot of pain there. And if you get shot right here, right at this spot, it will surely make you bleed and also feel very painful. So I don't see how pellet guns cannot do damage to people and be treated like a toy. Even the gun itself is marked, labeled with that kind of warning, not a toy. Misuse can cause death or serious injury. And that is true. If you use pellets on a person, and it can kill someone. There are news from, like you can search up news saying that a kid actually took a pellet gun and shot his friend, and then the friend died. One news I read before is a guy, a kid, high school kid or something, used a 12 years old kid, took a pump master, Crossman pump master, and shot a pellet out from that to his friend's chest. And then after one shot, the friend felt like the pellet went in and out. Okay, it bounced because they didn't pump up the gun all the way, and the pellet didn't went in. Shot right here in the center of the chest. That kid went in back to school, and then he felt very sick, and then he very painful, and then he went to the washroom, and then in about 15 minutes he died. So he went through 15 minutes of suffering because the medical report said that I forgot what the exact thing is, but the medical report said that something was like went in here and it somehow some kind of shock or whatever goes through and injured whatever part, causing internal bleeding, and then whatever, I forgot what happened, but like internal bleeding, and then and then he got so suffocated, suffering, painful, and then the kid have to actually go through 15 minutes, approximately 15 minutes of suffer before he actually died. And before that, he was laying down on the ground already, like inside that washroom, and it was very, 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 very bad. So imagine that done to on purpose, done to face, throat, it's going to kill someone. And even though if it doesn't kill someone, if it lands into the eyes, it is going to blind them forever. It's nothing they can do about it. Like, you cannot do anything about blindness. It's gone, and it's gone for a whole life. And it's really, really, really bad. So, guys, treat pellet guns as just like a firearm. It's the best way to go. It's not a toy. You cannot just hand it to a kid and then say, okay, you can play around with it, you know. No, because you need to take responsibility when you handle a pellet gun or a steel BB gun. It's very dangerous. You cannot just point around and shoot people and like that, right? It's something that you can only use for target shooting, killing cans, target. Some can be used for hunting, whatever. Okay, so yeah, you must know that these things have lethal power and they do a lot of damage. So in case, you know, if you want to ask, can these guns be used for self-defense? And I want to add here, okay, if it's lawful to do so, then yes, it is possible, but it's not the best choice and will not stop someone right away. But then it does have the potential and power to kill, to blind out someone, to do serious damage, and you will need surgery removal if you got shot by a pellet gun. So I'm not talking about steel BBs, I'm talking about pellet guns, okay? Pellet guns only. You will need surgery to remove the pellet, and that is a serious injury. If you shot someone and they don't die from pellet gun, it doesn't mean that you didn't stop them, you know? Okay, that's a misconception. People think that you need to kill someone to stop the threat. Actually, no. You can break someone's arm, okay? Like if the guy come at you like this and then you break the arm, okay, it will stop them. They don't need to die, okay? If you go at someone, they kick you in the groin really hard, you will be stopped. You don't need to die to stop, right? If I took a pellet gun, I aim and it shot right, ugh, you will stop. Pepper balls, boom, and then you cannot breathe. You will stop, right? So the stopping power of a gun is not about if you can kill someone with one shot. It's about what you can do to make them stop. So with a pellet gun, 8 shot or into the face, it will stop someone for sure. If it doesn't, don't worry. You know what? Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, 8 shot gun. If the guy still comes at you, you know, you're not idiots here just with a gun, right? You can always bang, 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 bang. No ammo. The guy come up, what do? Bang! Okay? Give them an elbow. Okay? Oh, bang, 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 bang. What do? Kick. You have other things to do. Or maybe you can take the gun, throw it at their face, and then pull out a knife, you know, like this. You can always pull out a knife that big, and then go. Okay? You have many options. But here, I'm talking about what if you only have pellet guns? No other options, only pellet guns. What do? Right? Sure, to use this. Worst come to worst, if it doesn't work, at the end, you still have your fist, you still have your kicks. Okay? If you say pellet guns is not effective for self-defense, then you can might as well say using martial art is not effective for self-defense too, because you're just using your fist, you know, using the kicks. It's bullshit. You cannot kill someone by punching someone. Or else, how come people can play fight? How come people in school can fight each other and they don't die, right? And then you'll be like, no, that's not enough stopping power. A real gun is better, right? Yeah. Okay, you know what I mean, right? So it's bullshit to argue about is pellet gun effective and is, oh, firearm is better, whatever. Okay, we're just talking about what if we only have pellet guns? What we will choose, what I will choose, what I will pick, what pellet I'll use. It's very fun. There's a lot of pellets to choose from and to experiment with, sorry. So yeah, that's basically the point of the video. If you actually look at the amount of brands and types of pellet out there in this caliber, there's a lot to think about and a lot to test. So it's really fun to think about and to learn about the ballistic and stuff like that. Anyway, so long video, but hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a very insightful talk, and hope you guys actually do enjoy and thinking about this thing. Okay, so thank you for watching and your cooperation for not saying firearm is better. Okay, I know firearm is better, but so what? If you want firearm, you go to a firearm video, not this video. Okay, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and like. And also, final disclaimer here is that I'm not saying that you should use a pellet gun for self-defense. This is just for educational purpose and not telling you what to use for self-defense. It's just like a talk to inspire you guys and educate people that pellet guns can do serious damage or take someone's life away. So treat them with proper gun safety, shoot safe, play safe, and you'll be free of troubles. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and like. Bye-bye!